Virtual presenter Neko Vermillion here with another video. And this is more of me commenting on a curiosity of mine. Obviously, I'm into music, so I listen to a lot of people on the music space of YouTube says. Although technically it's music spaces, but we're not here to split hairs on that. No, instead I want to talk about the latest video from Rick Beato. Goddamn, what did I say again? New York Times says Taylor Swift is bigger than the Beatles. Work time fun. I know that's not what WTF means, but just having fun with it because it was the title of a game, but yeah, work time fun. Okay, enough laughing at my lame joke there. But yes, the thing that I find fascinating is that there's this there's a lot there that I wanted to talk about, but as I watched Rick's video, I noticed certain things, which is also why I chose this to screen cap. The algorithm of pop music. I don't know why I had a problem saying algorithm there for a second there. And yeah, Taylor Swift made a lot of changes as her music career went forward, working with different people so she could follow along with the pop algorithm, the algorithm for pop music, the formula and stuff like that. And Rick also talks about how Taylor Swift is more like a creator, a content creator, and I agree. In a sense, a lot of content creators, it's the same thing, They do the same thing Taylor Swift does, and putting Taylor Swift in the same category as someone like Mr. Beast, that makes sense, A lot of people love her music, a lot of people love Mr. Beast. Granted, a lot of people also don't like Mr. Beast, but we're not here to talk about that. After all, my channel is not focused on drama tubers and what they say about Mr. Beast. Anyways, there are some interesting things that I got from watching Rick's video. But I think the thing I want to touch on is who he classifies as music writers, and I find that interesting. And before anyone says anything, no, this is not going to be me making some hot take about what seems to be his skepticism on people who enjoy games, because he's not entirely wrong when you pay attention to the whales, because whales, they don't care about music, they just want to gamble. And I'm more focused on the other type of gamer, and this is not this. This is about content creators as a whole, because there's a lot of people on YouTube, not just those who play games, but also those who don't play games, who create music, and a lot of times people are like, this is not real music. And it's like, what are you talking about? Of course this is real music. You have this set of sounds, someone sat down, composed the music, and presented it out there, Because, even when it comes to video game music, no one is saying that's not music. But when it comes to people who create music through YouTube, whether they did it for animations, for video games, or even those who actually release CDs and are signed under one of the big three, people are like, yeah, no, but is that really music? All because of their YouTube presence. Granted, people were fair to Joji. Joji seems to be the only person who's escaped this. But that's because people also don't know Joji's past life as well as the rest of us do. But still, it does annoy me. Why did that there are people out there who will say that a musician on YouTube, someone who's using YouTube as a platform for their music, is not a real musician. Now, Rick Beato has in the past talked against this idea, because he has talked about a few people who've done music through YouTube and has said a lot of positive things that a lot of people don't say. And while yes, this may sound like I'm leaning into his skepticism, but it's like no. That would be complete derailment. I'm talking about every single person on YouTube who uses YouTube as a platform for their music, and said how unless you're on Spotify, you're not going to get recognized. Unless you're on Apple iMusic, you're not going to get recognized. You know, I remember actually arguing with someone, but now I find myself, I forgot who it was that I had an argument with online about this, because I'm insistent that, yeah, YouTube's a great thing because I find a lot of music through YouTube. And I also find a lot of great musicians through Facebook as well. And that same person said that YouTube's bad and Facebook's bad. But I have over the years come to realize what that person was getting at, which is that there are a lot of people who don't respect a musician. Or worse, they will look at someone who did have some mention on TV and say, oh, that's the only person who matters, you know? Such as with Logan Paul and Jake Paul. They have music. They were well known for doing Vine videos and then YouTube videos. Um, One of them, I think it was Jake Paul, also had a Disney Channel show. And every time I go to say, oh, check out this musician, check out that musician, or if it's someone who's into rap, hey, I know this rap artist and that rap artist, be it someone that that's an obvious go-to for me, like Calliope Mori, or someone that some people don't know of, like Echo, or Akira the Don. And it's like, I mean, okay, Akira the Don, he's been active in UK's underground scene for decades at this point. So he's going to have a presence. But when it comes to the other people whose presence is more on YouTube, there are people like, oh no, I've listened to Jake Paul's music, so why should I listen to anyone else? And that was something that someone actually said. You have these YouTube content creators, and people are like, that's not real music. But when you get to a content creator like Taylor Swift, it's like, oh, that's a real musician. That's real music. This is someone who's greater than the Beatles, and it's like, and that remark does not bother me. Even though Eleanor Rigby is, ironically enough, one of my top favorite songs in general. Don't ask why, but that just does something for me. But this whole thing of how if you're a content creator on YouTube and you haven't done anything other than YouTube, I mean, you could even have a full concert. Like Calliope Moore had a whole concert, though. I keep forgetting what it's called. New Underworld Order, I think it was called. And obviously she's with Hololive and they have their hologram concerts. But even then, it's like, these are people who actually work on their music, but they get shafted because of what people think of YouTube creators. And it's like, why? I admit part of reason me ranting is that I do want Rick Beato to look into these people. But at the same time, the bigger thing is that people just don't respect these musicians. And it bothers me. It really does. There's a lot more I can say, but really I'd just be prolonging the rant at this point. So with all that said, I am your virtual presenter, Neko Vermillion, soon to drop it and change it to Neko Austin, and I thank you for watching.